Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of me gradually taking control of Kyle's youth group. Now, attentive viewers will notice that we are actually not in the studio right now. We're outside, and that is because Kyle decided he would like to cancel the CoyoSho last minute. Well, he's not happy about it. There's good reason for it, and I'll let him tell you if he cares to. But that's really none of my business to say. So, we're outside, and it's lovely weather. I figure, I can't let my viewers down 2 weeks in a row. First with technical difficulties, and now with Kyle. And then God was like, here, have some beautiful, beautiful, slightly dangerous weather. So it's an opportunity I can't pass up. And yeah, we're gonna put on a little show. I'm gonna sit down in my homemade bench here. All right. So, first things first. There's some footage I've been holding on to from the past couple episodes, and I figure now's as good a time as any to put them on the shelf. So, here are some bloopers over the years, over the past couple weeks of the CoyoSho. Enjoy.
So.
Okay, is this actually?
It's not going to be in the
shot.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought, but
There's like a little centimeter of under the table,
but
it's.
Ethan, you messed it up. I had it perfect.
Well,
what? What?
There's a crossbar on the battery.
Oh no,
the
battery's gonna die.
It's been there for a few minutes, but if it's blacked out, I would have told you if it got cut out. But it's still showing that you guys are there. So.
Okay, let's get into the.
do you know your camera?
I don't know it.
Okay,
I've
so
only had
when
it
is
for
it going to die?
soon.
Will it blink?
Should we stop and charge it while we get stuff set up for the Devo?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. Good idea. Should we pause everything else?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Boom. Shift Command 5. Stop screen record. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Good call. This is right off the top of my head as we go, so whatever happens, happens. I'm not real worried about it.
That's a first.
Alright, so this week during our devotion, we're going to talk about what we talked about this past weekend, which is envy. And envy is a pretty nasty feeling that none of us like to admit that we experience, right? No one likes to feel envious. Envious is what?
Envy is what happens.
Envy is not looking at someone's cool new shoes and thinking, okay, that's good.
You wrote this.
I know, I'm sorry. It just I couldn't track with it.
I'm turning my mic on. This is too good.
This is too good. You gotta comment along the way. Alright.
It just hands me the Book of Mormon that I don't even realize.
Yeah, I know. It's the Quran.
We're just here watching Kyle being boomer
3
on his MacBook
4
Air.
5 6 7
Did you realize it lists the number and all you have to do is divide by 2?
No. Stop it.
No,
8.
16 divided by 2.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
So I hope you enjoyed those bloopers. And if you're curious, this is what the bench looks like. Pretty standard. Used to be a lot better, but then the storms came. So, me and Kyle, we typically do some trivia on this channel. And I thought, Kyle's gone, but we can still do some trivia. So we're going to get started with some basic chess puzzles. So as you can see in this position, it's white's move and their bishop is under attack, so you have to find the best move for white. Okay, now that you've all had ample time to solve, we're going to go ahead and analyze. white bishop is under attack, there's really no good place to put it. For example, if you take it back to b3, you're going to get it completely trapped, and that's like worst case scenario. And what you got to do is look for a counterattack. So as you can see, black's rook is exposed to this diagonal now, so if you move your e4 pawn to e5, attacking the knight and attacking the rook with your queen, rook has to move and you pick up a free knight. And since black's bishop is here on e7, that means that even though your bishop is still attacked, you haven't moved it, you're also attacking black's bishop. So what happens is you trade, and at the end of the day you have a free knight. So I hope you enjoyed this week's trivia segment. That's all we have for this episode. And we're going to move right along for the devotional, which is actually serious. And I'm actually going to do this.
We're going to have a little devotional that Ethan is going to lead each week.
Am I? Foreshadowing, eh? This week's devotional is going to be about fear and the different types of fear and how you should fear God. So there's two passages I want to focus on, those being 2 Corinthians 7:1 and 1 John 4:18. So I'm just going to read them both and then provide some analysis. So 2 Corinthians 7 reads, "Therefore, having these promises, beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all defilement of flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of God." Now let's move on to 1 John 4:18. This reads, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love." And so you might read that and be like, oh, well, what does that mean? That's a contradiction, right? And it is a contradiction if you don't realize that there's multiple different meanings of fear. And so my first instinct was like, oh, okay, let's just look in the Greek, because there are probably two different words that both translate to fear, right? Wrong. It's one word, phobos. So apparently the Greek has issues just like the English language does as well. But phobos actually has two meanings of its own, right? The first being terror, or fear of punishment. And that's the one that's clearly being described in 1 John, because it reads, because fear has to do with punishment. It's explicitly saying this is the type of fear, right? But in 2 Corinthians, it's different. It's talking about fearing God. And there's tons and tons of verses in the Bible that just mention, you know, he was a God-fearing man, or you should be a God-fearing person, right? And so, what does that mean? Well, the other meaning of phobos in the Greek is a reverence or a respect. And that can be compared to the respect you might have for your earthly father, right? It's not the fear that, oh, God could just boom and have a blanket of snow come down and suffocate me right now, which could probably happen, but moving on. It's a fear that, oh, God made the physics that govern the weather. He knows exactly what every single one of these snowflakes looks like. And because of that, I have fear in that I respect he is so much greater than I am. And so that's what's being described here by saying God-fearing. And so that is why we should fear God, and it is also how we should fear God. And that wraps up the devotional for this week. So yeah. And welcome to people. Oh, there's people. Hide. Oh, wait. Those are the Blairs. Hello. How's it going? This was not planned, I swear. One boy, one. Hello.
Our hands are very cold.
Yep.
You should bring a hat next time. Nah, but a real hat.
So what were you guys doing?
Pokemon Go. We went and wrecked all the gyms while no one was looking. There's some dude sitting at home right now
I'm recording
that
all
got a
of this.
notification that his gym at the park got defeated and looked out the window and saw this. And they're like, what kind of maniac is at the park right now? Yeah.
You.
And you.
Well, I'm on a different level of maniac right now.
James and I saw people too. We saw like 3 people walking through the snow. My fingers aren't flexing
Yeah,
right. I don't think that's good.
Put 'em-
No, there's
keep
like-
them in your pocket.
We were just
Random
about to
resistance.
rush home because our
Yeah.
fingers are like dying.
Yeah, you should just go home, man. I don't need any help.
Yep. Alright, enjoy being cold.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.